26 minutes on to 7 o'clock. Well, it just turned to 25 on to 7. This is where I say good morning to you, Grenada, Carrier, Cupidi, Martinique, and the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world. Welcome to Good Morning Grenada for today, Thursday. It is the 12th day of June. It's overcast. We'll hear what the weather forecast say just around the 7 o'clock this morning. But despite the climatic and weather conditions, it is still a good day to have a good day in a good way. Acknowledging that the fear of God is the beginning of all wisdom. You know what I'm saying, man? Yeah. Knowing that only Him can fix all the problems. So many times we endeavor to fix the problems ourselves and we just mess things up and make them a whole lot worse. Yolanda Alexander, good morning. Veronica Sandy, Yolanda Swan is with us. Where's Mildred this morning? Of course, Reverend Caesar is with us, as always. It's a good day to have a good day in a good way. Remember that. All those of you who lost loved ones and you're bereaved at the moment, remember that weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning, right? Good morning to all the parents out there who are going through, tumultuous times because your children have gone off track and, some of them might even be in prison. God is good, remember that. Yeah, put your trust and your belief in Him. Good morning to Mr. Gilbert. Rosemary Gilbert's brother. I can't remember your first name, man. Good morning. Destined to win, overcomer. Good morning. Thanks and same to you, my dear. Good morning, Lovey. Gangster Cop, good morning. Ozzy, good morning. Oos, good morning. The folks on the remand block, good morning. As a matter of fact, good morning to the entire prison staff and the residents. I don't call them inmates, the residents. Michelle Daniel, good morning. Sylvina Charles, Jillian McIntyre, good morning. Yeah, only Him. Stop trying to do it on your own because you would just mess it up. Deontay Light. Do the kids have school in Grenada? Yes, we do. Where are you talking from? Where are you speaking with us from? It's overcast, but it's not pouring down heavily. I don't know, from my vantage point, that's what I'm seeing. It's just overcast. Maybe we'll get some rain. We'll get a comprehensive weather forecast during our newscast. 22 minutes on to 7 o'clock. Let's see the word of the day today. That word is reverent. Reverent. R-E-V-E-R-E-N-T. R-E-V-E-R-E-N-T. Reverent. And it means showing deep respect. Yeah. Reverent. Showing deep respect. Here's how we can use it in a sentence. The audience gave a reverent silence during the ceremony. Yeah. Reverent, the word of the day. Lovely, Yulin say God is good all the time, and all the time He is good. Have you tried Him? Good morning to you, Mr. Raymond Sylvester. How are you doing, bro? Hope you're doing fine. Because only Him can fix our problems, He's worthy to be praised, yeah? Yeah. Nadisha, good morning to you. Good morning to Petlin, the folks in Munich. Branny and Galba. Brooklyn, good morning. The Macmillans, the Mark. Joseph Hafford, good morning. Rodney McIntyre, good morning. Good morning to Vashti Stanislaus. The past and current teachers at the Granville Secondary School. Sass, good morning. Mr. Klein, how are you doing? Lester and Leslie Smith, good morning. Quantum. The motivational tip of the day is up next. Practice self-reflection. Yeah, that is something that we do not do enough. Set aside a few minutes daily to reflect on your progress. Self-awareness is key to improvement. Let me reiterate this. Practice self-reflection. You can do so by setting aside a few minutes daily to reflect on your own progress. Self-awareness is key to improvement. Reflect on you. I say that so many times before. Ever so often you need to look at yourself in the mirror and say, hey, you there, you're a good guy, you're a good girl, you're beautiful, you're handsome. Great things are in store for you. You gotta speak it into being, yeah? My God is. Yeah. My God is. You have what you say. You know what I'm saying? And parents, let me warn you, let me caution you, speak positive things into the life of your children and not the negatives. Stop telling the children you're worthless as your father and you know this kind of thing, and them nothing good, you are good for nothing and nothing good will come out of you, because that's what you're gonna bring to them. Let wisdom take control. Speak positive things into the life of your children, you know, it really matters. Catherine Phillip, good morning. Cicely Blackman. So many times, you know, parents get into a conflict in relationships and the children are the ones who suffer for it. That is so unfair. It should never be the case. All right, buzzing this morning, USNS Comfort's dental team sees high rate of tooth decay among Grenadians. PWU and CG United host educational series to empower members on health benefits. In the region, CARICOM backs global pandemic agreement to boost regional health security. Internationally, calm returns to Los Angeles after immigration unrest. And in sports, Darren Sammy, West Indies coach, he points fingers at the bowlers for England's series whitewash. We've got these and more coming up in the AM edition of News, Sports and the Weather. Yeah, I feel compelled to say that again. Jermaine Unstoppable Roach says, good morning. Good morning. Blessed day to you also. Monica Meros Williams, good morning. You hear how I'm stressing on the morning? I'm still working on that. Yeah, should have it sorted out today. Lovely parents, please, you know, that's a serious. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to have a psychologist with me one of these mornings. You know, and someone with a spiritual touch that can, you know, explain that. Too many times we put things on our children and sometimes it's out of ignorance, sometimes it's out of anger. But your words have power. You understand? So many times we see children end up in prison, or we see them off track, and we wonder why. It's because of the seeds that were planted by their parents or guardians, or even elders in the community. You understand what I'm saying? Folks, the AM edition of News, Sports and the Weather comes up right after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
Grenada is indeed beautiful and worth exploring. We firmly believe that you should be allowed to do so. Why not explore Grenada with James Services Corp Off-Road Tours? Whether you decide to explore Grenada with your family, spouse, or large group of friends, we are ready to welcome you. Our tours are guaranteed to leave you with wonderful memories of Grenada if you are visiting and excitement if you live here. Book a tour with us now by visiting our website www.jamessvcs.com. Call 1473-442-3769 or email info@jamessvcs.com. James Services Corp Off-Road Tours.
I am Dennis James Williams, owner and director of James Services Corp. Looking forward to welcoming you to the beautiful island of Union to explore with James Services Corp Off-Road Tours. See you soon.
Explore our beautiful island of Grenada from an angle that is unique and off-road, but equally fun. We are 100% family-friendly tours.
Attention all divers, snorkelers and underwater enthusiasts. Effective May 15th, 2025, all visitors to the renowned Mullinaire Underwater Sculpture Park will be required to pay a small fee of US $3.50 or EC $10 per person. These fees are essential to support the ongoing maintenance and repairs of the sculptures, as well as the development of new features to ensure the park remains a world-class attraction. Payment can be made through the Grenada Tourism Authority's online payment portal, available on the Pure Grenada website, www.puregrenada.com. We thank you for your support in enhancing this extraordinary underwater product. This announcement is brought to you by the Grenada Tourism Authority and the Ministry of Tourism, dedicated to protecting and conserving Grenada's resources for the enjoyment of all.
This is the GBN Morning News for today, Thursday, June 12th, 2025. Coming up in the news, USNS Comfort's dental team sees high rate of tooth decay among Grenadians. Public Workers Union and CG United host educational series to empower members on health benefits. CARICOM backs global pandemic agreement to boost regional health security that's in the region. Internationally, calm returns to Los Angeles after immigration unrest. And in sports, Wendy's coach Sammy points finger at bowlers for England series whitewash. We've got the details to this and more after these messages.
Take the first step to home your way with Nexa, where dreams of your perfect home are within reach. Follow your unique path to home ownership with the comforts you always envisioned. A space where every corner reflects your style and every room is filled with your memories. Whether you're buying land or your first house, building or remodeling your home, Nexa's Home Your Way loan is designed to fit your needs with flexible rates, friendly terms, and the support of a community that cares. Home Your Way. Your home, your dreams, your way. Start with Nexa. Call 440-1354. Visit nexacreditunion.com or email loans@nexacreditunion.com.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Good morning with the details. I am Gordon Joseph. As the USNS, that's the U.S. naval ship Comfort, their medical mission continues week-long at the National Stadium. Commander Peter Savager, head of the dental team aboard the ship, says the most common dental problem encountered among patients so far has been severely decayed teeth, often requiring extractions. We have more on this.
So in the dental department, we are offering dental cleanings, fillings, such as composite or resin, and tooth extractions. Well, since the beginning of the mission, it's fairly early in our stop. So far we're only about 10 or 15 people in, and we have another 10 or 15 waiting, and the response seems great. Everybody seems quite happy and appreciative of what we're able to offer them. Here we're seeing a lot of tooth extractions from teeth that we can't restore with a filling.
Commander Savager took the opportunity to share some practical tips for improving oral hygiene, emphasizing the importance of daily brushing, flossing, and routine dental checkups.
Well, brushing your teeth regularly, at least 2 to 3 times a day with a soft bristle toothbrush. Flossing regularly is also very beneficial and helpful. And avoiding sodas, overly sweet drinks, and candies. Those are all things that are associated with tooth decay.
The USNS Comfort's medical mission continues through Sunday with dental and general medical services available free to the public at the National Stadium. President of the Public Workers Union, the PWU, Daisy Hazard, is encouraging union members to take full advantage of a week-long educational series hosted in partnership with CG United, the union's medicine and medical insurance provider. The sessions, which are currently being held in Grenada, are designed to help PWU members better understand and utilize CG United's online platform, streaming access to their health insurance services.
So we are encouraging members who are part of CG United to join those sessions, those education sessions, so that you can really understand where your benefits lie with your insurance provider and how you can use the portal, how you can sit at home in front of your computers or with your own handheld devices, your smartphones, to submit claims, to know when your monies are ready. That is available, but a lot of you are not using it. And so CG United is here all of this week, and they're conducting sessions.
President Hazard outlined the schedule of sessions, noting that workshops are being conducted virtually.
All of the sessions should be virtual because there are some places that we're not able to go to. Carriacou and PT Martinique, you're expected to join the virtual sessions as well. And permission has been granted by the CABSEC for members to attend those sessions within the various units and departments across the island. So look out for your training sessions. We've sent all the information out. It's also on the union's Facebook page. On Thursday, they're going to be at the Ministerial Complex, then the Fisheries Division, and Friday, GIDC, CPA, that's Child Protection Authority, and Housing Authority of Grenada. And all workers, where you're not able to take advantage of a session that might be in your unit or department, ask permission quickly to join onto the virtual stream even while you work.
The PWU is encouraging all members to participate and take charge of their health benefits by attending a session near them before the week wraps up. That brings us to the end of the first segment of news. The local segments stay with us. The regional and international developments, along with the sports and the weather, they're straight ahead. In the region, the Caribbean community is backing a new global pandemic agreement, calling it crucial for the region's future pandemic response. The agreement, adopted by the World Health Assembly in May 2025, aims to improve international cooperation, including equitable access to vaccines and treatments. This is particularly significant for the Caribbean, which struggled to secure vaccines during the COVID-19 pandemic. The next step is negotiating an annex on sharing pathogen samples and benefits, such as vaccines. The agreement is set to be opened for signature later this year. Still in the region, the Bahamas is one of 6 countries benefiting from Phase 2 of the Soil Care Initiative, which aims to enhance climate resilience and food security in Caribbean small island developing states. The project will upgrade national soil labs, support drought risk plans, and introduce a youth agribusiness program. The initiative, funded by the Global Environmental Facility, includes $17.9 million in direct funding and $26.5 million in co-financing. The Bahamas' participation signals a strong commitment to climate-smart agriculture, land sustainability, and food security. Looking further afield, an uneasy calm has settled over Los Angeles hours after city officials lifted a temporary curfew imposed to contain unrest sparked by federal immigration raids. Nearly 400 arrests have been made in the city, with 330 undocumented migrants and 157 individuals charged with offenses including assault and attempted murder of a police officer. Authorities have responded with force, deploying over 4,000 National Guard troops and 700 Marines to assist in restoring order. Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass has criticized President Donald Trump's immigration enforcement tactics, which she believes triggered the unrest. The city, along with the nation, awaits the next chapter in this unfolding crisis as protests persist and political divisions deepen. The curfew was lifted, but the city remains on edge, with many still reeling from the aftermath of the immigration raids and subsequent unrest. And finally, Elon Musk has expressed regret over his recent criticism of President Donald Trump, signaling a potential reconciliation. According to sources, Musk and Trump had a brief call on Monday night, facilitated by aides. Musk has since deleted critical posts and appears to be realigning with the Trump administration. The development comes as Musk comments in support of the administration amid growing unrest in Los Angeles over immigration raids. That concludes the regional and international segment of news. Stay with us. The sporting highlights are straight ahead. Good morning, sporting fans. The coach of West Indies cricket team, Darren Sammy, has attributed Tuesday's 37-run defeat to England in the third and final T20 International at the Rose Bowl in Southampton to the team's bowlers. The loss resulted in a 3-0 series sweep for England. According to Sammy, the blame for the defeat must be put squarely on the feet of the bowlers. The team will now look to turn their fortunes around as they travel to Ireland for the first of 3 T20 internationals, which begins today. Sammy emphasized that the players need to trust their abilities if they are to bounce back from the disappointing series. And finally, officials in Grenada are moving forward with plans to host the second test match of the Australian Tour of the Caribbean at the Grenada National Stadium from July 3rd to 7th. This comes as Cricket West Indies recently announced its 16-member squad for the 3-match home test series, which begins on June 25th in Barbados. The series marks the start of the 2025-2027 ICC Test Championship cycle, and several changes have been made to the squad that last featured in the drawn series against Pakistan. CWI CEO Chris Daring commended the government of Grenada for its upgrades to the cricket stadium, which was toured by CWI officials in April this year. That's all the sports at this time. Stay with us. The weather forecast is straight ahead, which will be closely followed by a recap of the headlines.
Whether you're refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look, the Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
All right, folks, it's 7 o'clock, and due to unforeseen circumstances at the Met Office, we're unable to have the weather carried live this morning. However, we've got an email version of it, and the weather, the public forecast for the state of Grenada, it's valid for today and tonight. The weather is mostly cloudy, windy, and hazy with occasional showers and a low chance of isolated thunder. Today's maximum temperature will reach up to 30.0 degrees Celsius. The winds are from the east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 16 to 26 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. The seas are moderate to slight, rough with waves 6 to 8 feet in easterly swells. A small craft advisory is in effect. Tides will be low at 10:30 a.m. and high at 4 p.m. Today's sunset will be at 6:32 p.m. and tomorrow's sunrise is forecasted for 5:42 a.m. So again, the weather mostly cloudy, windy, and hazy with occasional showers and a low chance of isolated thunder. All right, today's maximum is expected to get up to 30 degrees Celsius. The winds are currently east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 16 to 26 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. The seas are moderate to slightly rough with waves 6 to 8 feet in easterly swells. That is the morning weather forecast for today, and reminding you that it came to you with the kind compliments of Rennick & Thompson Company Limited. It's 2 minutes after 7 o'clock. To end the news, a recap of the headlines. USNS Comfort's dental team sees high rate of tooth decay among Grenadians. Public Workers Union and CG United host educational series to empower members on health benefits. In the region, CARICOM backs global pandemic agreement to boost regional health security. Internationally, calm returns to Los Angeles after immigration unrest. And in sports, Windies coach Darren Sammy points fingers at the bowlers for England series whitewash. That has been the morning edition of news for today, Thursday, June 12, 2025. On behalf of the entire news department, I am Gordon Joseph, thanking you for listening and viewing, wishing you a productive day, a safe and productive day. Be protected of the weather, and also inviting you to stick and stay with us because we are with you anywhere and everywhere. God bless you.
Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wiring accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada and St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. IMA Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
If you're 50 years and over or turning 50 in 2024, our 50-plus car insurance is perfect for you. It's loaded with free benefits like loss of use, special perils, and windscreen cover up to $2,500. Getting to 50 is filled with ups and downs. Let's celebrate these moments together and look forward to 50 more. Call Beacon Insurance at 440-4447 or log on to beacongrenada.com to get a free quote today. Special conditions apply.
Take the first step to home your way with Nexa, where dreams of your perfect home are within reach. Follow your unique path to home ownership with the comforts you always envisioned. A space where every corner reflects your style and every room is filled with your memories. Whether you're buying land or your first house, building or remodeling your home, Nexa's Home Your Way loan is designed to fit your needs with flexible rates, friendly terms, and the support of a community that cares. Home Your Way. Your home, your dreams, your way. Start with Nexa. Call 440-1354. Visit nexacreditunion.com or email loans@nexacreditunion.com.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Grenada is indeed beautiful and worth exploring. We firmly believe that you should be allowed to do so. Why not explore Grenada with James Services Corp Off-Road Tours? Whether you decide to explore Grenada with your family, spouse, or large group of friends, we are ready to welcome you. Our tours are guaranteed to leave you with wonderful memories of Grenada if you are visiting and excitement if you live here. Book a tour with us now by visiting our website www.jamessvcs.com. Call 1473-442-3769 or email info@jamessvcs.com. James Services Corp Off-Road Tours.
I am Dennis James Williams, owner and director of James Services Corp. Looking forward to welcoming you to the beautiful island of Union to explore with James Services Corp Off-Road Tours. See you soon.
Explore our beautiful island of Grenada from an angle that is unique and off-road, but equally fun. We are 100% family-friendly tours.
Looking to shop online from your favorite stores like Amazon and Shein? With GPC Global, it's never been easier. Get your very own US address and shop from around the world. With GPC Global, you can order the latest trends and must-have items, all delivered straight to Grenada to your closest post office for your pickup. We offer the cheapest rates and our service is reliable and quick. No more waiting for weeks for your packages. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Join the Grenada Postal family today and start shopping smarter. Visit us online at www.grenadapostal.com or call us on 437-POST. That's 437-7678. GPC Global, your gateway to the world.
All right, folks, it's 10 minutes after 7 o'clock. At this time, we join Corporal Troy Paul from the Traffic Department of the RGPF for this morning's traffic report. Good morning, Corporal Paul.
Good morning to you and also to your listeners as well. It's that time again for your traffic update, and I will give you just that. So far, we've reached out to most of the areas, especially to our towns, and starting with the area of Guelph, we've already started seeing traffic flowing through that area for persons heading to the town of St. George's. So Guelph is experiencing a moderate flow of traffic at the moment. I expect to build by the 7:30 hour. So persons traversing through the town of Guelph, you can expect a bit of traffic at the moment. Heading to Grenville, the town of Grenville. Grenville has a moderate flow of traffic, light to moderate flow of traffic, as I should report. No obstruction, no accidents, so you can flow through the town of Grenville with a bit of ease at the moment. But expect as you get closer, as I stated, it to build. I know it's a morning where we expect a rainy day today. So we know what happens when rain normally falls. As I move on to the city, the Calavini area, we've already started seeing some traffic in that area. Onto the Toby Road and also the Grandlands Public Road, we've already seen traffic start flowing in those areas. It's a bit moderate at the moment, but however, as I've stated, we expect that traffic to build. We expect a light flow of traffic within this time around the 7, but we know persons normally would have a little moment in bed, especially when we have a rainy night. But do expect that traffic to be heavy around the 7:30 up to the 8 o'clock hour. As we move into the town of St. George's, traffic is light at the moment. It is flowing freely. So persons who are traversing in the town of St. George's right now expect a free flow of traffic. But outside is overcast, and we do expect a bit of rain. And we know once the rain starts falling, persons, we expect traffic congestion most of the time. I'm trying to explain, come to terms with that science, but once rain starts falling, we know persons tend to drive a little slower and to not, especially in those adverse conditions. So we ask persons, before I move into that, so we have no accidents reported in any of those areas at the moment, no landslides. We know especially when rainfall, we expect a bit of a landslide. I have no reported landslides, so our roads are free from obstruction at the time, accidents at the time, so persons have no need to worry about those delays in terms of landslide or accidents. But however, I want to remind the drivers to prioritize your safety by reducing your speed, especially driving in adverse conditions or rainy conditions. Be extra cautious and do not drive too close to the vehicle in front of you. And let's drive with due care and attention this morning so that we can arrive at our workplace or wherever our journey may take us so that we can get there safely to our destination. That is all this morning for our traffic update.
Thank you very much, Corporal, and to your team at the Traffic Department and by extension the rank and file of the RGPF. Have a great day and be safe on the nation's roads yourself. Remember, if you're texting, who's driving?
Who's driving?
Yeah. Have a good day. Have a good day.
Yes, yeah.
And folks, that concludes the traffic report for this morning. Coming to you, compliments the RGPF collaboratively with the Grenada Broadcasting Network. We take a quick commercial break. When we come back, the conversation starts.
Attention all divers, snorkelers and underwater enthusiasts. Effective May 15th, 2025, all visitors to the renowned Mullinair Underwater Sculpture Park will be required to pay a small fee of US $3.50 or EC $10 per person. These fees are essential to support the ongoing maintenance and repairs of the sculptures, as well as the development of new features to ensure the park remains a world-class attraction. Payment can be made through the Grenada Tourism Authority's online payment portal, available on the Pure Grenada website, www.puregrenada.com. We thank you for your support in enhancing this extraordinary underwater product. This announcement is brought to you by the Grenada Tourism Authority and the Ministry of Tourism, dedicated to protecting and conserving Grenada's resources for the enjoyment of all.
Mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. IMA Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
Looking to shop online from your favorite stores like Amazon and Shein? With GPC Global, it's never been easier. Get your very own US address and shop from around the world. With GPC Global, you can order the latest trends and must-have items, all delivered straight to Grenada to your closest post office for your pickup. We offer the cheapest rates, and our service is reliable and quick. No more waiting for weeks for your packages. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Join the Grenada Postal family today and start shopping smarter. Visit us online at www.grenadapostal.com or call us on 437-POST. That's 437-7678. GPC Global, your gateway to the world.
welcome to the conversation. It's 20 minutes after 7 o'clock, and you've heard a new instrumental in the background. Well, let me announce it officially. I told you time and time again that I'm a guitar freak. Guitar puts me stand up, the guitar. And I've been playing this Spanish guitar instrumental where we have a local exponent of the art. I'm joined in the studio by two brothers. I could make them out. You can't. You might not. To my immediate right is Jeremy, and to his immediate right is Josh Hector. Musicians and a whole lot of different portfolio. Gentlemen, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning. Good morning. Pleasure
yeah,
to be here.
And they can sing too, yeah? They can also sing. So this morning we're talking music and Soul Deep. Soul Deep is a band, a gospel band. Is it a gospel band? Would you say it's a gospel band?
No, wouldn't say it's a gospel
okay
band.
All right, but nonetheless it's a local band that has been around for a while, and it seemed to have taken a hiatus, and they're coming back with a reunion. So I know any one of you can go on this. Give us a background on Soul Deep, how it started, when it started, and what were some of your exploits and stuff like that.
So let me see if I could surmise.
Okay.
Soul Deep started in 2013, and the scene at the time was that we came back from graduate school, and the job market was a little different.
Yeah. Maybe we should identify that up front, that you all are twins, right?
Yes, we are.
Okay, we are twins. Okay.
We came back from school, and sometimes when you come back from studying, there's a gap as far as getting employment, and we've been musicians all our lives, so we gathered up a group of our friends and decided we were going to start a band. One, because while we were studying, we actually did some performing, and we got a taste of earning money through from music.
Okay.
So we came back with that concept, and it did not just happen because we had the means. We have a family friend, Loxley Bowen, who knew of us all along and understood what we brought to the table musically, and he said, once we're serious, he is going to fund the band. So credit to him for funding the equipment and transportation that really gave us a start as a band. And even though we came back with master's degrees, we were full-time musicians for just about 4 years in Grenada. What we did initially was we spent 6 months attending rehearsals as if it were a regular day job. So we met Monday to Friday for 6 months, every day rehearsing. And only after that point we decided to actually step out and look for a gig, so to speak. And our first stop was Prickly Bay, and that became the home of Soul Deep. Yes.
Okay, so you started in 2013. As the band, have you been recording and having music available out on YouTube and stuff like that?
Well, we did. Back then, we did a lot of live recordings in our rehearsal room. But in terms of recording songs, music, and all of these were covers. In terms of recording originals, we did not yet get to that point. We were working. We were just... It was our livelihood, and so we kept that going for just about 4 years at the time.
As a musician, what instrument or instruments do you play?
Well, I would boldly say that I play the drums, because I wouldn't want anybody to ask me to come and play any other instrument, because I don't feel as proficient with the others, but I'm a drummer.
Well, I know in the church you dabble on the keyboard as well.
Yeah, I mean, I play other things, but the drums, that's my instrument.
All right. Jeremy, morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, you're the quiet one.
Well, so
you'd like to be that.
I don't mind it.
Tell us, I spoke with you not so long ago about with that concept. I can't remember the name of it now, but how has music been for you? What does music mean to you?
Well, out the gate with one of those questions. Well, it's been before I even considered doing music professionally. It was just something I did to escape, pretty much. As a matter of fact, I did not even consider doing music professionally. That just kind of happened by design.
Life happened.
I mean, I would say it was meant to happen, but I didn't think of it as something that would happen, that I would pursue. So I would say it chose me, and I followed. And it's been like an integral part of my life among the other things I do. And I don't think that will ever change. It's always going to be central. It's always going to be, there are times when it's less in focus naturally, as life, things change and shift and you adjust. But it's always going to be a central part of what I do. And I believe it's a gift, and I'm going to keep sharing it for as long as I can.
How much does it mean to you? What does music mean to you? How has music transformed you?
Well, being naturally more introverted, I think it's been like a big form of expression and an outlet for things I think and feel that would not have otherwise been articulated, so it means a lot. It means a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, Soul Deep, have you gotten the opportunity to perform outside of Grenada? In your opinion, what would have been your biggest gig?
So the biggest thing for us was backing a band from the UK called the British Collective that was at the Pure Grenada Music Festival. And it's so interesting. I mean, all these guys are heavy hitters, Junior, Giscom, Donnie, Omar, guys who are internationally acclaimed. And Donnie, their musical director, he was sent ahead to hear this band who should have been backing them. Reason being, I don't know who, but somebody told him in Grenada the guys only play soca and reggae.
Okay.
And when he got here, he heard us playing their music. He heard us playing their songs that we had been practicing for a couple months. And he immediately called back and told the rest of the guys, get here now, because these guys are ready to go. And performing with them was indeed the highlight. And to this day, we're still in touch.
Okay. I want to just take a little bit of Soul Deep. Let me.
That probably won't be a good idea. That's like camera audio.
Okay.
So we don't have any.
You don't have any live
high quality. No, nothing that you would want to.
I know we're very iffy about just playing anything.
But in the background here, let me just take a little of this. Folks, this is Jeremy Hector doing Morning Glow, and of course he's soloing on the guitar. Folks out there who are, choosing career paths and so forth, would you encourage them to get full into music? Do you see it as a lucrative career path?
It most certainly can be. It requires a lot of work, and it's one of those things where you are the product, so you have to be very mindful of how much you want to put yourself out there. For some people that's easy, for others it's not so much. But that's apart from the music. It's not just playing. There's a whole lot that goes into it that even really talented people sometimes struggle because of the whole mechanism behind what makes someone a successful musician. So it could be very lucrative. It's not as income-wise is not as steady. There are big jumps and valleys, you know.
There's some low spots.
Yeah, you can't really predict it, but yeah, it's I don't have any regrets about my decision to pursue music.
And that's all you do?
No, it's not. I'm also a psychologist. Which, yeah.
I thought he was a psychologist.
No, well, we both have...
Did the same course?
Well, no. I studied applied psychology, which is, they call it positive psychology, because it focuses on helping normal functioning people to function at a more optimum level, so things like theories of motivation and such. So I am, in theory, a psychologist. I haven't practiced as much as Josh, but I'm also a psychologist. And I do work in psychology as well.
Okay, the musician that could get into your head. That's good.
Well, the musician gets into your head
anyways. For some reason, I knew that was coming. Okay, so now Soul Deep took a break, right? When was your last gathering?
The last time we played together was Carols by Candlelight, December 2017, I believe. No. Yes, Carols by Candlelight, December 2017.
Okay.
And since then we have not done anything together, except we met briefly last year and decided, you know what, we're going to be doing a concert this year. The reason being, most of us, or all of us in fact, we have the experience of people always asking, when is Soul Deep going to perform again? When? And eventually, it's not just that we got tired of it. I think we got tired of not doing that together. No, okay. It's not going to be a case where Soul Deep comes back as a band playing every Friday, for example.
Okay.
But we are definitely going to be doing things. And the people who remember the band, interestingly, the name of the concert is Do You Remember? And that has an interesting...
Will you be playing Adele selection?
No. That actually is the reference here is Earth, Wind and Fire.
Okay.
September. A song that begins with those words.
Okay.
Do you remember? And so the people who know us know, for example, if you think about the Soul Train, where people were just, on the dance floor. It was a different time. The songs were clean. The dancing was decent.
Yeah.
We definitely appealed a lot to an audience of people who just want to have fun in that type of way. And so on Friday nights at Prickly Bay, we used to have over 1,000 people passing through. And that is the thing that people missed, because we also go from the classic romantic songs, and then we take it up to the funk and the dance floor kind of music that people, they've known forever, the timeless songs that they're not going anywhere. And I think one of the things too is that we also, as musicians, we sing background vocals. So a number of people have asked, when they hear certain parts being sung, do you all have ladies on the stage with you? Or they don't understand where the voices are coming from. But we blend musicianship and singing together so nicely. And we don't just play music in our taste. We recreate the songs or represent the songs as they are originally. And usually you get that from a DJ, right? But coming from a band, I think people appreciate looking at guys play the songs the way they know them.
Right, exact.
Right, yeah. Exact. And that has really been a highlight, and we look forward to sharing that again.
Who are the other members of Soul Deep?
The other members are Cavell Isaac on keyboards, Gerard Nelson playing bass, Denison, Andrew, or should I say Denison Lion Paw Andrew?
Yes.
Right, he's the original lead singer, and this time around we are going to have a guest Odson Brown is going to be joining us on percussion.
Okay. All right. So Soul Deep is having its reunion. When, where, what time, cost?
June the 22nd, Sunday, June 22nd.
That's not this Sunday, the following
one. At
Prickly Bay?
Correct.
All right. That's like your home, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're returning home for this one.
Okay.
And the cost is $100. No, you could either get the tickets on Go to Fit or at the door. You can pay at the door.
And what time does it start?
Gates open at 6. Concert begins at 7.
Okay. And what's the duration of performance? How long can fans hear Soul Deep on that occasion?
Well, the show is going up until about 10:30.
Okay.
Right? It would be closed off at 11.
Okay. All right. So, would you be playing all genres of music or just the soul feel kind of thing?
No, we're going to be playing different genres,
okay.
Right? The people who know us, and as I said earlier, we're going to start with the classics, right? And that's going to be. There will be some romantic songs in the mix as well. Lionel Richie.
Okay. Stuck on You and this.
Well, in that category.
Yeah.
Right? And then later on, we are going to move to the Soul Train.
Okay. All right. So, Jeremy, what can we expect from you on? Are you going to give us a special, entire soloing session?
Of course. I mean, can't have a show without doing that. Yeah, man.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So, folks, you heard it. Soul Deep is having its reunion on Sunday the 22nd of June at Prickly Bay Marina. It's the gates open at 6. It starts at 7. $100. You can get it on Go to Fet or you can purchase at the door. It's going to be classical. Really, really classical. So it's a golden opportunity if you're one of those like me who like the the subdued kind of music, nice mellow vibes and classical vibes, good music. And what's most important for me in that is that it's total local. As the gentleman from England said, most people think that in Grenada you don't play soca and reggae.
Right.
But it's good to have a band, and as a matter of fact, before the carnival season came in, I featured Grenada music almost every day. All right, and every day I can play a different genre of Grenadian music. So we have the reggae, we have the soca, we have the calypso, we have the soul. People like Sonaika Maki and Tamara, and So even Akeem.
Right.
Grenada has a cadre of musical personnel that can really. We can have total local broadcasting in Grenada. We have sufficient music, so it's good to know that we have a band that is dedicated to that section of people, and even young folks can come in and enjoy great music, great blending of musical instruments with voices, and a great afternoon, a great evening. Well, I'm going to wish you guys all the best. Is there anything you thought we left out that you'd like to highlight? Is there anybody specifically that you want to invite? Someone who might have been there from Soul Deep's inception that you can say, hey, Mr. Small Axe, come to this show. Is there anybody you can identify? I'll give you the opportunity.
Well, there might be a few people. Not to miss anyone. Well, I guess I can't help but miss people in this.
Is there a member of your audience that always stands out?
Champy Evans.
Oh, he's going to be there.
He's going to be there for sure.
Even without you telling him to come?
Oh, he's going to be there.
Well, he's
Champy Evans.
Be there.
So Champy Evans is going to be there. You're going to be a VIP guest.
Correct.
Yeah.
He's also been a supporter as well.
Okay. All right. Well, someone is calling. Let's see who's there. Good morning, caller. Good morning.
Yes. Good morning to you, sir.
Welcome to the program.
How are you doing today?
Great.
All right. Good morning to your guest.
Good morning.
I'll tell you something. I will not rest until I hear a Simon Cowell situation here. I think it is time that we have a massive Grenadian recording studio where we can record and market our music. We have the talent. Let us go for it. You guys have to do something good, do something big for Grenada and for the world. Let us do it for ourselves. Okay?
Thank you, caller. The pressure is on. Yeah, do you see Soul Dip coming with an album anytime soon?
Well, for our only member, because Jeremy has 2 albums now.
Yeah, but
right?
From the band,
of course, that's something that you have to properly plan and execute. So, for me to say anytime soon, right?
Maybe not soon, but
there's a lot that goes into that.
Especially, of course, it's easier to record a solo album than a band album per se. But it is on the radar.
Okay. Well, Jeremy and Josh, I'm happy that you came by and shared with us this morning, and I may just be there on the 22nd.
You'll be there.
Should I will be there. I would miss that for nothing. Yeah. So I want to wish you all the best, continued success and growing in the music. And Jeremy, when you have some spare time, teach me a thing or two on the frets.
Yeah. When you have some spare time.
Okay, so folks, that's it. I've been speaking with Jeremy and Josh Hector, founding members of the band Soul Dip, as they present to you their reunion coming back on the 22nd of this month. That's next Sunday, not this Sunday, the following one. And it's at the Prickly Bay Marina. It starts at 6. Gates open at 6. Starts at 7. And it's going to be a good 3-4 hours of great local performers, musicians coming together to blend and harmonize and give us a great show. It's $100. Go on out and support. We take a quick break. We'll be back. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Looking to take your business to new heights? Advertise with GBN on our social media platforms and get noticed by our 138,000 plus followers. Reach a massive engaged audience ready to connect with your brand. No matter your business size, GBN is here to help you grow. Contact us today at admin@gbn.gd or WhatsApp 407-8458 to get started.
Is more than just a storm. So when a hurricane is coming, please prepare your home. You can do this by having an emergency kit ready, covering your windows, trimming your trees, clearing your gutters, reinforcing your garage doors, installing a generator, and knowing your evacuation routes. Failing to do so can lead to immense damage to your home. Thank you, and please stay safe this hurricane season.
To see my granddaughter.
It's 14 minutes on to 8 o'clock. We've got 14 minutes in which we can have a conversation, an open line conversation. So many things are happening out there. A lot has happened in the past week or 2 weeks or so, and I will not dictate a topic this morning. Is there anything pressing that you'd like to talk about? This is your opportunity to do just that. You know the digits, 435-2041. If there's anything, someone is saying to me here, good morning, bro. Let me get to this. It had a shooting incident in Grand Mall yesterday evening involving the police and a young man which got shot multiple times by the police. I pray he survived. Okay. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Morning. Yes, good morning, Innocent. How you do?
I am doing fine. How about you?
Good, man. Good.
Nice.
Innocent, I want to make a contribution regarding the Minister of Labor. I heard she said on your program that something about she going into the cabinet to bring thing regarding the labor code and department. Something like that. Now, Innocent, I want to say, if the minister is serious about doing that, I would like to say congratulations to her, because we desperately need this for a very long time. Innocent, we have been cooperating, working, and you and I, on the slavery labor code, I must say here. Submit to the proper word. And it seems like nobody's doing anything about it. Even presently now, Innocent, this present Prime Minister increased the wage. Nothing much, but still better than what it was. And the people are not paying it. And I have the facts now. Innocent, when they go to the Labor Department, the people that is not unionized have no representation by the labor. Example number one. There is, we know it's 8 hours per day for work. When they take out the lunch, it's 7 and so on. No, there is nothing home. Now, I am a geriatric carer, so this is in my field, so I'm giving you that from facts. That the people is working in Spice Care from 7 Monday morning to 7 Tuesday morning, and they will go home for a bit and come back for 5. Up to yesterday, a lady was telling me that. And I think that the lady said to me, she went to the labor and she was told that this is a private company. We cannot tell them how to make the shift, I agree. But we could tell them, according to the labor code, how much hours that somebody have to work. So we need a proper labor code in position, in place, and we also need a labor minister. Okay. Because this labor minister has so much to do. She cannot attack all the things that labor, the workers on the ground, is facing. I will cut the Innocent.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Folks, it's 11 minutes on to 8 o'clock. Hi, Josh and Jeremy. Lovely to see you guys. Wish we could be there for Do You Remember? Nevertheless, guys, you guys will be awesome as usual. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Morning, Innocent. Morning to the listeners and the viewers.
Welcome.
I'm the viewers, yes. There's so many things that you said that could be looked at. A number of them for me would be what is brewing in the Caribbean. You probably recall that last week, where the Venezuelan authorities indicated that some call them mercenary, whatever, or people who came with weapons of war attempted to invade Venezuela. And then you have the response from the Prime Minister talking about using lethal force or whatever force. And without getting all the details. Now, of course, I think maybe there's a little back off by Trinidad in the sense that the minister, the foreign minister, and the Venezuelan minister, ambassador, have agreed to have new diplomatic channels. You see, what is happening here is what is happening in other places where those who want to create turmoil in Venezuela are using all means. And there was no surprise that they got the last government of Trinidad, the previous government, to sign these agreements where they would establish military bases and so on in Trinidad. So you have that situation in Trinidad, but also you have the situation in Guyana. With Guyana and Venezuela, everything is pointing in one direction, and we know who is the ones that are responsible for that. My concern is that how the Caribbean governments are allowing themselves to either be silent or to be complicit in the policies of the United States. That is one. The other thing about it is the condition in Haiti. Haiti, over 8 or 6 million people are facing starvation, hunger and so on. And Haiti being a CARICOM member, it seems as though we have no concern because we know who's in charge of the situation in Haiti again, the same people that are creating the problem with Venezuela and Guyana and now Trinidad. So we need to wake up as a Caribbean people and see and understand what is happening. We are behaving like, I don't even know the word. Either we are sleepwalking or walking sleeping. It's clear. Why are we afraid? Why are we not say, all the people in the Caribbean are our brothers and sisters? And we need to defend each other. Thank you very much. Innocent.
Okay, thank you very much, caller. It's 7 minutes away from 8 o'clock, and let's go back to the telephone line and say good morning, caller.
Good morning, Mr. Joseph. Greetings.
Welcome to the program.
I share the views of your last caller. I'd like to keep quiet, but in light of what has been happening around the world recently, Mr. Joseph, I just can't. I want to raise two little points here. And it has to do, with the sale of our passports and citizenship. I refer to a month ago in the United Kingdom, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, one Keir Starmer or something of the sort, said the following words to the Parliament of the country: our country is becoming an island of strangers. The discussion was about immigration and what the state was proposing to do to control immigration. Mind you, there goes a major colonial power who abused around the world for centuries and continue to abuse people. And when people migrate to their country, they're trying to stem them. They stop them. You know what? To gain citizenship of the United Kingdom is almost impossible if you weren't born there, and you have to be careful if you're born there too. I refer to Italy. Only last Sunday, there was a referendum on whether or not they should change a law establishing a period of 10 years permanent residence, and amongst other things, to become a citizen of Italy. It failed. They enjoy protecting their citizenship and their citizenry and their country from infiltration from others. What is the fear? I don't know. Maybe it's the takeover. The fear of being taken over. The United States, the most powerful economic power in the world today, has established what they call a golden visa. $5 million, and mind you what it is, and it is there to be revised, investigated, and researched. A pathway to residency. That is what is established. It's not that you buy. No, you have to be in the country. You have to spend the money there. You have to be with them. You have to have an account. All that. Nonetheless, let me mention this one too. In our little island, neighbor island to the north, St. Vincent, they do not have a case where they sell their passports. They don't. And they live. And as a matter of fact, the economy seemingly is even more powerful and vibrant than ours. But we continue sell our passports. Brothers and sisters, in recent days, you heard more corruption discovered in the system, and this has been going on for years. We have lost millions of dollars. Nobody knows where the money is. Nobody pays. Yet this establishment continues to sell our passports and our citizenship, probably in excess of 15,000 now. We do not know. Faceless, nameless people getting the most sacrosanct thing for the people of this here country, and they enjoy doing it. Brothers and sisters, I qualify that as treason, the highest level of treason. Bear that in mind for when the time comes, brothers and sisters, that we shall make them pay for what they're doing to you and the future of our little island. Have a nice day, Mr. Joseph, for what it's worth. Thank you.
Thank you very much, caller. Have a great day yourself. Folks, it's 4 minutes away from 8 o'clock. And back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Innocent, how are you doing today?
Good morning. Welcome. How you do?
You know our date.
Yeah, okay.
Right, I'll call you later, right?
Okay, good.
Right.
How you do?
Innocent, due to existing weather conditions, people don't get jealous. Not man and woman date we're talking about. Yesterday. Because people get the wrong idea, huh?
Okay.
Right. Because Innocent and I go way back since in Barclays Bank days, way back, more than 30 years ago. Due to existing weather conditions, Andy would not be in Woburn as he previously announced, but instead he'd be in his constituency office today, still accessible. So you could go to him in his constituency office, but he wouldn't be on the road. Anyway, I want to say, saying thank you is a common courtesy, and doing so is Honorable Andy, who expresses his heartfelt thankfulness and deepest appreciation to all who contributed to the resounding success of his recently guided tour of his constituency, during which time constituents were afforded the opportunity to analyze, evaluate, and get a close-up look for themselves at the infrastructure development and ongoing project within the constituency. They equally was impressed, elated, and eagerly enthusiastic as Andy shared with them future plans for his constituency. Finally, constituents described this unprecedented initiative as memorable and gratifying, simultaneously requesting frequency of such tours to showcase and highlight projects and programs undertaken by the constituency, a testimony to accountability and good governance. Thanks for your support, thanks, and the participants, and the atmosphere and the camaraderie among the constituents was remarkably amazing. Please keep it that way. Sincerely, your humble servant, Honorable Andy Williams. And this is what I like about him. He's a people's person. He has never neglected his constituency, and he's always on the ground, and he made sure that all these people see what is going on in his constituency. And also on his behalf, I want to take this opportunity to tell all the fathers, happy Father's Day, and you all are great guys. Continue to be supportive of your children, because you are a provider and a protector of your children, and those who are absentee fathers, try and do better than that, and people must not call them sperm donors. Thank you, my friend, and have a great day.
Have a good one. Have a good one. Love you as always. Just 1 minute away from 8 o'clock. At 8, we join the BBC. I am so impressed with Josh. Instrumental there, man. Let's accommodate this final caller. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning, sir. I would like to support the last 3 callers. Real support. But with big boat, the big picture is universal health insurance. As soon as possible, they should implement that, like John would say. Another thing is that the seed program should be extended for the disabled, the elderly, the seniors, transportation added to the seed program. Have a blessed weekend.
Okay, thank you, man. Have a good one, and happy Father's Day in advance. Folks, it's 8 o'clock. That is where we end the program this morning. Those of you who called and participated, thank you very much. Thank you to Josh and Jeremy for sharing with us on Soul Dips reunion. Great local stuff. Going out and support. And if the good Lord spare our lives, we'll do this again tomorrow. Same time, same place, same frequencies, channels, and platforms. I love you. Bye-bye.